Welcome to another quick episode on the journey from the 390 to the LS and the AMX. The biggest complaint I get with the AMX is why did I change out the 390? The 390 had cracks in the block from sitting in the weather with no carburetor for 10 years. I did my best attempt to keep the 390 up and running. However, I could not afford the $10,000 quoted to try to re-sleeve and maybe possibly save the block. In this quick video, it has oil pressure, but it has 0 at idle. It turns out the oil galleries on the driver's side were all cracked at the lifters. In the next video clip, you can see how much oil sprays out of the passenger side onto the floor. Even though it was the lifters on the driver's side oil gallery that was cracked, the passenger side had severe cracks along the tops of the cylinders on the engine surface for the oil galleries as well. That's why it had little to no compression and had a ton of blow-by out of the exhaust on the passenger side. At this point, I knew I could not afford to fix the 390. I did, however, have quite a few complete LS drivetrans in driving vans that I could tear apart and try to transplant an LS. That's why I did not do a Ford or a Mopar, because at the time all I had was some Chevy LS drivetrans to try. The LS engine swap was actually quite easy. It did not take me long, I think around 30 days, to actually do the entire swap. It was probably the best moment in my life when I turned the key for the first time and heard the LS fire up and run on its own power. Everything was working out great. The car was running great, no problems, and it felt reliable. Only driving around the block about 4 times did I go up to my wife and say, let's go to the person who I talk to the most about this project, and let's go visit him. I think he'd be proud. So that's what we did. The first place we ever drove this car was to the cemetery where my wife's grandpa had already passed away and was buried at. I talked to him many times right before he passed away about what I planned on doing to the AMX. Unfortunately, he wasn't around to see it, but he was the first person that we did drive the car to, just to assume he had a great big grin on his face when he saw it. This AMX has had a lot of ups and downs, but in the end, it's the perfect car that I built myself with the help of family and friends, and I would never have it any other way.